Okay, this video was supposed to come out months ago. I had some bigger stuff planned for it, but people just kind of fell through. So I'm just gonna release it as is, just because I don't want it to go unused, especially now that Chadtronic has basically just released the exact same thing. So here's the interview with Sammy, classic Sonic fan. And we should be good now. Hopefully, no more issues will come up. Awesome. Thank you for coming in again today. Uh, Obviously, we had some issues before, uh, but at least this time we know what we're going to be talking about, so that's good. We can get through everything a little bit cleaner. So yeah, you know that we're going to be talking about different genres of games and things that just like why we like the things we like and sort of the science behind it. So just to get started, why don't you tell us a bit about your favorite genre of games currently and why you like that genre, why it means something to you.
Yeah, I would have to say, my favorite genre has always been like platforms. I think it's always been that just because, you know, it sort of goes like way back to like my childhood, like, um, certain platformers are what got me gaming in the first place. So, um, yeah, I would have that's um that's the main reason why I be back to time.
Right. And we talked about yesterday how you are actually pretty lucky to still love them as much as you do, just with how big a part of your life they've kind of been forced to be just because of your history on the internet. How it's amazing that you're still able to love them as much as you did way back then, even though they're so attached to your name now.
Yeah, my infamy hasn't made me not like plat platform games. Like it hasn't interested. For instance, Sonic. I mean, I guess it's just gradually over time. You know, I've lost it. It's like I mean, I've lost some interest in Sonic just because Sonic come out as often.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever there's like a Sonic announcement, hear about it and get excited about it. So
Yeah, it's always hard to tell the difference between um, like kind of like growing out of something but still having a passion for it, or like kind of tricking yourself into thinking that oh maybe you just don't like this anymore. It happens to a lot of people, so like it's really nice to be able to understand that you're definitely still interested in something. It's just that you've also grown to appreciate other things. And that was kind of what we had talked about yesterday as well. What decides what we like and don't like is kind of like it's kind of weird. It has to do with our brains sort of lying to us, I guess, in whatever ways it can to get whatever the brain wants. I guess a lot of people use foods as an example for that. Our brains kind of tell us what we do or don't like, even if there's no real reason for the body to reject broccoli or something since it's good for you. It's just what the body kind of decides. I am probably explaining that terribly, but it's explained better at a different part in this video, and I'm sure I explained it better to you yesterday. So yeah.
it makes perfect sense. You know, even with food specific, there are a lot of um as it back then, I was a lot more like. But even now, like with pertaining to video, you know, I tend to like stay in my comfort zone, especially at level time to sit down and learn about new genre. So, um, I don't know. But yeah, I would say uh more variety.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed with myself as well. It's almost as if as we get older, while our favorite genre isn't necessarily replaced, it's almost as if like we have a sort of like it's like we can go to different genres for different moods. Like especially over the last couple of years, games that really test my thinking, I can do when I'm like sitting at home without much to do. So like games like Ace Attorney or puzzle adventure games like Zelda, I can do when I'm actually like wanting to play video games. But if I'm just kind of like tired or relaxing or just need something to do to keep my mind going, I know I can go to those old platformers like Sonic and just kind of breeze through them without really thinking too much about it. Especially
Yeah,
because of
that's
how
the thing.
accessible they are.
Just how like accessible they are. How just how easy it is to pick up. They tend to be difficult to master, but that's like part of the fun of replaying it, going back to certain items, some. But yeah, master a lot of fun, especially the game sort of evolves.
Yeah,
Um, it's like in Sonic.
yes, the physics. That is what we talked about yesterday too. Is just how important the physics are to those games and how they hold up with time. And I think we even brought up the Balan's Wonderland demo too. We were joking around about that
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I actually just put a video uh demo on.
did you just upload that today?
Yeah, I just uploaded. It was it was different.
I'll have to check that out when we're done.
Oh yeah, by all means. Well, it's I is wandering around to do nearly. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, what game genres? I think uh how you and I grew up in a time where we watched Let's play through that also helps.
Mm-hmm.
Like the like seeing what others are like, and then like going out of my way to try them myself. That's another. Maybe that's why I sort of stick to the platform, because I know if I'm curious about what they're like, don't have to sit down and as much.
That's a very good point. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about something like that.
Yeah, you brought up Game Attorney. I watched the Game Grumps.
Yeah, and you and I, after talking yesterday, I think we definitely kind of grew up in similar sort of circumstances when it came to like what we were able to play for the most part and like what we wanted to play. Sort of the outside sources that motivated us to play certain games. I brought up my grandma, and you had your family and friends and stuff, and people that you had just met that liked the stuff you did. So I think that definitely plays a huge part in what we like. Whether I wouldn't necessarily say it's like people sort of forcing our opinions. I'd say it's more us feeling, I don't know. I guess an outside approval helps us to sort of accept it in ourselves as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I did have like some friends who played like um shooter as well as other genres. But I don't know. I just that's because like I don't know. I like games that every, not just one specific demographic, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, platformers, party games, racing games.
yeah, platform more everyone. It's not just so it's
All right.
Mario.
Yeah, Mario.
Everyone.
Timeless. Everyone can figure out Mario, except for my parents. My parents cannot figure out that running is important in Mario. They don't understand that you have to hold that button to jump further. But we're working
I
we're
thought
working
so.
on that.
Yeah, I was playing it with a friend recently. Like I was even telling, okay, you have to hold down the run button. All right, he just he just do it. It's like it's not that
Yeah.
hard.
You don't have to get
So
every coin
for
either.
platformer, it's like I said, they're easy to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we got everything we needed to get through today. So thanks for answering some of my questions again. Hopefully we can see you on the channel again soon, doing something. It'll be fun to hang out. Yeah. So we're gonna close off this interview. But until next time, toodle do, neighbor. So that was it. It was originally supposed to be part of a much larger video, really the first actual Ari based video, but there was just so much that went wrong, especially as you could see with the interview itself. Just we had audio problems, and then I had my voice for Ari. Keeping Finding a voice for Ari has been easy. Keeping a voice for Ari has not been easy. So I've pretty much hit a point where I'm just gonna try to find someone where I don't care if their voice perfectly matches what I've been looking for, as long as they stick with the role uh, for the future, and then we'll actually get to the first Project Ari video, hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, hopefully you were able to understand enough of the interview to at least get something out of it. And I guess if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Uh, like I said there, hopefully we'll have Sammy on again sometime in the future, just to do something fun. And be sure to go subscribe to him too. His link's down in the description. So that's all this time. Until next time, toodle do, neighbors.